Well, hello you guys, welcome to TheCorner, where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. Today we're doing a top 5 review as a signal that I'm going to be back doing videos daily. Anyways, this top 5 review is something that the JQ reviews, JQ reviews. I don't know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. If your name was like Mr. Karate Kid 96, I'd probably be able to do it just fine, or MRK 96, you know. But anyways, JQ Review did his top 5 for his recommendations for new coming anime people, otakus, anybody that just wants to try to get into it. And these will be the top 5 ones I feel are the easiest to get into. And to help me out, we have Pantyman. Why don't you give them a hi, Pantyman?
Yes, I am Pantyman, and we are doing that top 5 review thingy. And I will be doing the Pantylicious ones, you know, the two that we have. Anyways, let's, without further ado, get to our top 5.
Number 5, we have Dragon Ball. Why Dragon Ball, you may ask? Well, because it is a prominent point in anime history. When it came down to Dragon Ball, it was the thing that pretty much influenced anime in Western culture. Anybody that doesn't really care for anime knows of Dragon Ball Z. They know of the name just because of how iconic it is to the anime community, and it is a very old anime in general. Yes, they've updated with Super, but there are a lot that goes down with it. It's a comedy, it's family oriented, it can be ecchi if you're watching the original subbed, not dubbed, because they edited out a few parts in dub to make it proper for our culture, you know, because there's a lot of people that take offense to certain things. Yeah. Anyways, but Dragon Ball, you follow Goku through his travels to collect the Dragon Balls, which in turn end up coming to a point of him pretty much planning to become the best martial artist at this point, to become the strongest in the world, and he's always looking to fight somebody stronger as time goes on. So Dragon Ball started off collecting the Dragon Balls, but in turn ended up with Goku and his family, and him growing stronger and seeing him being Goku, doing what he needs to do, doing what needs to happen. So top 5 is a good spot. Top 5 is a good spot for this anime, actually. So let's get to number 4.
And for number 4, we have Vendread. What is Vendread, you may ask? Well, it's a mix of a lot of different genres. We have harems, we have yaois, we have yuri, we have everything in this anime. It's a mix of everything, pretty much. And when you go on an adventure with 3 men and a ship full of women, what ends up happening is the ship ends up being fused with a male ship, and it gets shipped across the galaxy. On the journey, they find out more than they bargained for about the human race and exactly where they started from. So it also has some dark tendencies to it and a lot of other things, but the ecchi comedy is still there. You still get to see the boobs, the ecchi, the boobs, some panties, the boobs, the boobs. Never said ecchi yet, and the boobs. Anyways, yeah, it goes with a lot, and it also has mechas in it. The Vans and the Dreads. What happens with the Vans and the Dreads? Well, only one character can actually control the van, and it's the male protagonist of the series. He goes out and goes off to fight these aliens that are trying to get a hold of him. And you'll find out a little bit more about them as the anime goes on. But he can't do it alone, so the girls jump in the Dreads, and what ends up happening is they surprisingly combine with the one van, and this makes a big combination. Well, they work their way back home and find out a whole bunch of other things that they didn't even realize was going on. So, honestly, I recommend this anime to be watched because it is a very great anime, and it's a diamond in the rough. It really comes down to off-brand animes in the first place. Vendread is probably one of my favorites out of the bunch. So, let's continue on to number 4.
On number 3, we have Death Note. Death Note is a great mystery suspense anime. It is easy to follow when it comes down to for a mystery, in fact, because it's not really much of a mystery because you already know what's going on, what's happening. You're more into the whole situation at hand on if Light's going to get away with it and what's going to end up happening, if he can actually change the world or not. Well, Light gets a Death Note from a Shimigami who he then starts writing names in. The Death Note works as thus. You put a name in, don't put how he dies in it. You find out he dies of a heart attack. If you put something beside it, he literally hits the point of, oh, he's going to die through a knife in the heart. How? Type of situation. Anyways, it is a constant thing, and as Light continues on, he makes a mistake of not realizing that a detective is on his tail and trying to figure out what region he is in. And that brings out the detective L. The L ends up coming to try to figure out the mystery, and this goes on for a long time because they start becoming friends and go back and forth, and he joins the detective team to find himself. More than anything, he's trying to divert any attention from him and go from there. So it just becomes a bigger and bigger thing, and there's also other people with these Death Notes as well. So let's just say this: if we take a book, let me pause. Alright, I'm back, and I got the notebook. Somebody hands it. Right, drink off. This is for you, Jeku. I'm gonna get that right sooner or later. Anyways, notebook. Oh yeah, I'll sign it for you. Don't want yeah, that's great. That's great. I hope you enjoy this signature. Hands it back. Wait, what did I just sign? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. About an hour later. Death Note! Why? Death Note! So this being a very interesting situation at hand, we hit a good point in this anime. I recommend it for anybody that is into the mystery type of suspenseful anime. It's mainly suspense, not much mystery, like I said before, just because of the fact that if it was a mystery, you would not know what happened in the first place, that situation. So, yeah, the mystery more relates to if he's ever going to be found out. So, in other words, let's hit to number 2.
And we hit number 2. 2 will be To Love Ro. To Love Ro was a anime which was very ecchi, very comical, and had a lot when it came down to it. Well, we follow the high school student Rito and his shy ways to not being able to confess his love to the person he really loves, who is Haruna. Haruna being a very shy person as well, and is interested in him as well, and he doesn't know about this. But everything comes from us because Lala, the alien from outer space from the Volcanian Empire, ends up falling to his bathtub, appearing out of nowhere, and making everything a mess. We follow along in this journey of things that end up happening as time goes on because of Lala. His life becomes more exciting, school becomes a lot more interesting, and he starts his harem up, a giant harem. Like, he's trying to stop her from going, hey, you're my husband type of situation, because he gets forced into a marriage with her as a fiance. And it goes on from there. A lot of things start happening as Lala starts trying to get assassinated, or we have Rito who tries to get assassinated as well. It just goes back and forth. It's like a 2-part harem because both of them have a harem in the end. And it's very fun. But anyways, that's enough of To Love Ro because there's a lot of boobs and panties as well. Boobs and panties. Literally, there's a lot of boobs and panties, so I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah. So to the first one, number 1, and here we go.
And for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, number 1 on the list. What is number 1? You may be thinking this. You may be wanting me to tell you so hardly that I'm extending this as far as I can to build up the suspense. So you probably want to go ahead about a minute. If you're still here, you might just want to stay. Yeah, that's just how this is going to work. Anyways, number 1 is Date Alive. Dead Alive, we follow Shida into his high school situation with the sister, who is in love with him up to a point, I guess, is pretty much how that's ending up. I don't know, it's a weird situation at the beginning, but it brings it into a bigger aspect. This anime has a harem action related rom-com type of feel to it. It's a lot to do with what's going on in the anime itself. We hit Shida, who ends up having to go through his ventures, finds out, comes upon a spirit girl who is causing the spiritual quakes, and ending up having to make her fall for him type of situation. This continues on, and he ends up being able to seal this girl, who is Toka's power away, and she just becomes a normal person. This is part of a place I like to call the Organization, and the anti-spirit team is trying to kill them. So, and his technical girlfriend is Origami, my waifu, yeah, I like her. Anyways, and this all comes to a big hole.
Mark, but you're forgetting the boobs and panties. You're forgetting the boobs and panties. You're forgetting all the boobs and panties you see. And you need to bring that up, because our fans need to hear about the boobs and panties, okay? They need.
You're pretty quick to interrupt, Panty Man, aren't you? We're not going on about the boobs and panties. We're having a serious thing here. We're giving them a good anime to watch as number one. What's wrong with that? So there's boobs and panties in it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not much. It's definitely not too much. It's probably not.
Oh, don't be nice. You know for a very fact there's a lot of boobs and panties in this anime. Like, seriously. It's tremendous, okay? Just be honest. We all know.
Fine. There's a lot of boobs and panties throughout the seasons, the episodes. Yeah, that's not the biggest thing here. The biggest thing is about what Shin does. He takes the spirits and makes them fall in love with him to save them from being killed from the anti-spirit team. He needs to do something about, which is girlfriend technically, which I want to kind of say it's his girlfriend because I like her, but that situation. But that's not the point. There's on the other team trying to kill him. Well, it's a little pretty difficult, and especially when his sister comes into play, who's on the same team trying to kill the spirits. They're never on the same side, are they? His actual sister, not his. You'll find out when you go into it, guys. Don't worry about it. Anyways, this anime is really good anime, and it keeps you interested as time goes on. It may be harem, it may be ecchi, but it has a great storyline to it. It has a great flow. It really goes to show you what they can do with it, and I'm not too sure if it's all I'm not sure if it's all dubbed, because I really haven't made too far into it. As time goes on, I know I'm up to season 2, and there's more seasons after that, but you know, it's still a good dubbed anime to start off with, and it has a great flow to it. It's easy to understand, and there's a lot that go into it. It has an in-depth storyline that you will really enjoy, and it makes things so nice. I mean, it really does come into a good aspect, and yeah, and that doesn't help that my wife Origami's in it. I choose her, and I've never chosen one, so because I like her. She's mine, not yours. Stay away. I see that JQ and Mr. K Reborn 96. I see you guys looking at her. She's mine. Fine. Yeah, bring it. Anyways, that's the end of the top 5 review, and that was Pantyman helping me out with all the situations. I hope you, JQ Review, and Mr. K69 end up staying away from origami, but you know. Until the next time, you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and a fun one as well.
I hope you guys like the top 5 easy to watch animes for newcoming otakus, anime enthusiasts. Make sure you guys leave a comment below on what you guys thought of a good anime would be for somebody that's just starting out, or what you guys disagreed with in my video as well. On top of that, if you did like this video, make sure you press that like button. I really do enjoy them. And if you haven't yet, make sure you press that subscribe button. I also have some videos over here. I don't know where they are, Marcus sets them out there, just like the comments. Anyways, until next time, guys, I hope you have a delicious day.